Hey everyone, VCers out there, Tony here. Tony's LPs are us. Thanks again for dropping in. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the subs and everything that the comments. We really enjoy it. But I haven't done a video in a couple of days. I wanted to do this video for a while. I've been thinking about it, and I finally got it ready to go. This is the first one. I'm going to start a series where whatever I play the night before or those 2 days before or whenever I play a set of music on my turntable, I'm going to document that, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm playing, and I'll talk briefly about the LPs. So this is what I did last night. I'm going to take photos of this because I used to keep track of what I listened to. I used to write them down, and I used to send stuff out to other record collectors to say, I just played this is great, etc. Well, what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to take a photo. If you could see that there, those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 LPs that I listened to last night. And I'm going to show you the LPs and, give you a brief assessment, my brief review, nothing major. Some are current. Some are not. Well, they're all 80s. That's the whole thing. This set was 80s, and it just built from what I started listening to. And, they're not common is what I meant to say. Some of them aren't common. Some of them are, but they're all great. So we'll check them out individually. First one up is an EP by a London band that was, I guess they started in 1980, 1983 or whatever. This is from 1983, but it's Kissing the Pink. It's an EP of a few songs, 5 songs from a few of their first records. It's Watching Their Eyes, Maybe This Day, Big Man Restless, and I believe these are new that weren't on albums. Love Lasts Forever and We Are Your Family. And what they are is a power pop, new wave, dance type of band from a typical 80. It's on Atlantic. Atlantic is in the news today with Chad's new 75 for 75 series. So Kissing the Pink, it's not common. This one's in mint condition. This is actually a numbered promo, if you could see on top there. So pretty cool record. Really enjoyed it. Next up, we have a band that I didn't even know I had. It was in a collection I bought, and I, figured let's give it a shot. Cleaned it. The MOSQUITOS, power pop from 1985. I'm thinking they're New York. This record is manufactured by VALHALLA Records, New York, Madison Avenue. So it could be a New York band. I'm not really quite sure. I didn't look them up. But the MOSQUITOS, power pop. The back is cool. Back reminds me of the Knack or an early setup for the Stones or the Beatles. Very basic kit, drum kit, etc. And this is called That Was Then, This Is Now, and file under pop vocal here, so it's a little retro. But the cool thing about this band is that Mickey Dolenz and Peter Tork, which were the 2 monkeys that were actually performing before Mike Nesmith joined them back again, recorded the single That Was Then, This Is Now for their compilation, which was called Then and Now. So I just learned that. So that's pretty cool. So the Monkees actually did one of their records, and I'll show you the label. Simple label there. So, and this came with a cool advertisement letter to an individual. I guess it could have been her record originally. I'm not sure. But this is a little promo of the band, where they're playing. So you see that. And this came in a little, when they used it before emails, we would get these things. So that was in the record. Next, I have one that I didn't know about. I just got this recently. It's called The Pink, and it's raw power pop. This is 80s splendor, techno, syntho, and that's this EP. Tickled Pink, side 1. And it's interesting because if I show you, it goes from side 1 to side 4. So each track is actually a number. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's the band there. Pretty cool. Like I said, 80s splendor. Really well recorded. This is, I believe this is from 83. And here's the makeshift label. And you can see this is side 1 and side 4, but didn't really know about them, just picked it up. Pretty cool. I know it's not common. This whole set is 80s, and I'll show you the record that started it all, and I just delved into some of my 80s stuff, and I played that. And I just hope you enjoy the series, so please comment on this. Let me know what you played last night. And I'm going to do this as a continuing thing. This will be number 1. This is a really one of my favorites. For the single, Eye of the Tiger, not really the whole record, but I did play the whole record the other day, and it's not bad. Now, what's interesting about Survivor is the co-writer, who was Jim Peterick, was also the songwriter of Vehicle by the Ides of March. And that blew my mind when I heard that. So Vehicle Ides of March is one of the best records you'll ever hear, technically, sonically, for OG pressing. I believe it's Warner. And that's one of my go-to records. My brother-in-law, Big John, just picked up a copy on eBay because I've never seen another copy in the wild. I haven't even seen it at record stores. So the same songwriter was a member, Jim Peterick. There's the back. And the reason I played this last night, I know this sounds awesome. This Eye of the Tiger is just an awesome recorded record. Here's the Scotti Brothers. It has lyrics. So, but the cool thing about that is the connection with the Ides of March. Here's a really fun record that I just got, and it fit into the 80s category excellently, and it gave me a variety of music last night. I listened to 3 sides. I didn't listen to all 4 sides, but that's this record, Times Square, from the movie. This is RSO. But this has on it Suzi Quatro, Pretenders, Roxy Music, Gary Newman, Marcy Levy, and Robin Gibb. Robin Johnson, Trini Alvarado, The Ruts, Lou Reed, Walk on the Wild Side, The Night Was Not, Desmond Child and Rogue, The Cure, has a great Innocent Not Guilty by one of my favorite, Garland Jeffries, has on Joe Jackson, Talking Heads, David Johansen, to name a few. There's the back. But excellent gatefold. Sounds really good. And this was originally a cutout, as you could see there. Liner notes are inside the inner sleeves, individual inners, which give you tracks and publishing. But really cool stuff. I was really surprised how good this was. And it was really nice to have all these on one as a compilation. And it's all 80s. So like I said, this whole set was basically 80s. This is a real gem. Peter Gabriel, Shock the Monkey, 12-inch maxi single. It's a 33 1/3. But out of all the records I played, this is 1 or 2 best sounding. And I'll show you the other one, which is 1 or 2 best sounding. This has the B-side, Soft Dog, which is an instrumental until the end where they chant Soft Dog. And it's a little puppy there, like a plush animal toy. But this is great. This is in mint condition. Here's the Geffen plastic sleeve. 33 1/3. It's an extended version of Shock the Monkey, 523, 410. It's produced by David Lord and Peter Gabriel. Soft Dog was mixed and engineered by Glenn Tomney. But just a really cool record. And sound-wise was off the charts, as you could tell, because one song on each side. So that wax really makes a sonic dent in your system, and it's really a pleasure to have that. So this is what started off, and it started off because of the 75/75 series that Chad Kassem of Acoustic Sounds Analog Productions just christened, and that started. And this is Phil Collins Face Value. This is an OG pressing. I didn't really know that, but Clapton is on this, and later on, Phil produced Clapton on a few albums. But this is a great record, and of course, the reason I pulled it is I wanted to see what was on it because I saw it was on Chad's list. I was surprised that there were so many Genesis and Phil Collins on that list. Maybe 6-7% of that 75 is Genesis and Phil Collins. But of course, this has In the Air Tonight, and mind-boggling song. And I was so surprised at how good this record is. I really don't even think I ever played the whole record through. I wasn't a big Phil Collins fan. I like Phil Collins in Brand X. I like Phil Collins in Genesis. I didn't like some of the more commercial aspects with him when he was, doing Motown and doing that whole songbook type of thing. But this record was surprisingly great. It's a serious record. It's serious. I mean that the song tone, the lyric tone is a serious adult record, and it sounds really good. So this is what started it off. There's the Atlantic Group inner, and here's the label. And In the Air Tonight was fabulous, and as you know, that was first I ever heard it was on the 1980s classic TV show Miami Vice, Crockett and Tubbs. And In the Air Tonight was played in the background or foreground of a montage of a Ferrari Testarossa, I believe he had, just driving down the streets of Miami with the docks and the palm trees. And I just got the chills. So that's it. That's my new series. It's going to be called What I Did Last Night, or What Albums Did I Play Last Night. And I'll list all the records and the numbers in the description if you wanted to pick it up. But if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. And please let me know what you played last night or what you played 2 days ago or whatever. And I think this way that I'm going to take a snapshot of the 4 or 5 records I play at that one set or session that I call it. I'm going to keep a snapshot, and that'll be my diary for that, which is easier than writing them all down and this and that. But I think it's a cool concept. I hope it catches on. I would like to see other VCers do it, although I'm not a huge channel at all. I'm just a little speck in the VC community. There's so many great channels that I really listen to, watch, and sometimes just listen to them if I'm outside, just to get the narrative is really cool. So thanks again. Keep rocking, and hope you enjoyed this segment. Number 2 should be coming up soon. And I wanted to say, which is something before I was thinking, my sets are usually a couple hours, 4 or 5 records, depending on the records. A lot of times I'll play cuts. In this case, I played all of them except for side 4 of the double soundtrack. So there you have it. Keep rocking. And I hope to hear from you in the comments down below. Thank you. Keep rocking. Stay safe.